What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Fun TV. I'm your host, Elio Trades, and today we're going to be talking about Tron TRX. That's right, I got my Tron shirt on right now because we really need to get hyped and get excited about what Justin Sun and the whole Tron team has got cooking up in the Tron lab. Now, I know that Tron has been the subject of much debate. It was so hyped up earlier last month. It skyrocketed from just a fraction of a penny all the way up to over 31 cents and then right back down again between 3 to 5 cents for the last few weeks. So Tron investors who may have bought in at between 20 and 30 cents are seriously holding some bags of Tron that they're hoping to reaccumulate value. In the interest of full disclosure, I too am holding some bags of Tron, and I have personally at times had my faith kind of tested in this project. So speaking from personal experience, I can tell you that I've kind of gone back and forth on how much I personally even believe in this project. So strap in, everybody, because we got a lot to cover, and we're going to be taking you deep on why we are so excited about Tron TRX, starting right now. What's going on, guys? Here we're going to start off just looking at these Tron charts, and I want you to see something very clearly here. And I want you to see this huge spike and just fall off. And I know what a lot of people are going to say. The whole cryptocurrency market did this. Yeah, that's true. But let's just look at Tron's chart in a nutshell for a bit. And I want you to be aware of something called the crypto J-curve. The thing that creates the crypto J-curve is called the DEUV, or the DEUV. It's the discounted expected utility value, which means as people get excited about the future for what is being promised from a new technology, it's oftentimes the case that the expectation for the value rapidly outpaces the actual value at the beginning of the time. So the reason why the crypto J-curve occurs is because at the beginning of the project here, you'll see you get a huge spike in attention. Now this is a price chart, right? This shows the price of a coin. Now, at the beginning, there is not a lot of technology, guys. There's a lot of promises. There's a lot of expectation for the future, but there's not a lot of actual tech that has been developed. So the actual discounted expected utility value is a lot better than the actual consumer current utility value. So the CUV is very low, whereas the DEUV is very high. You can consider DEUV hype. The hype is high, the actual usefulness is very low. So once people realize that the usefulness is actually kind of low and that the tech isn't really justifying these high prices here at the beginning, there is a sell-off, or these early investors start to sell off and it triggers sort of a market downturn because people start seeing the price come down, the hype kind of simmers off, and people realize, oh my gosh, this product isn't actually out in the market making money or doing anything yet. So the hype then starts to be overcome by the actual utility value, which is very low. And so at the beginning, you have lots of hype, very little value. And that sort of creates this initial spike, which then gets pulled back by the fact that there isn't that much value yet. And you get this bottoming out here. Now, this bottoming out here is critical because it's in this time here that people stop paying so much attention to the project. The people running the project get a chance to just have their sanity, work on the tech, develop it, and bring it to market, and start actually building out that CUV, that current utility value. As the current utility value starts to increase, you get an expanding discounted expected utility value as well as an expanding current utility value. When these hype cycles and the utility value actually work in unison, you get a real breakout too. So this initial spike will get pulled back by the fact that there's not really tech yet, and then as the tech starts to be released and developed and starts to have an effect on our economy, we start seeing this price creep up and up and up, and before you know it, that initial spike looks like a little molehill on a huge mountain. Now that is the crypto J-curve. So as we take a look at Tron's charts, we see this huge spike here where people start to get so excited about Tron, the partnerships, the rumors, and everything that could be having an effect on this coin's price. We're seeing everybody get all hot and bothered here about the DEUV, the discount expected utility value. Remember, Tron had not released even its mainnet yet. Its mainnet is stilted for release on March 31st. So this is all discount expected utility value. This is not actual value yet. This isn't CUV. This is DEUV. And then as we get the chart falling down here to these 3 to 5 cent range, which by the way, is still much higher than this fraction of a penny range that we were at the beginning of December. We're still up here at, 3 to 5, 3 to 6x, maybe even, actually this is 0.2 of a penny. So we're up here at 15 to 25x from that. This is still much higher than it was at the beginning of December. And as the tech starts to progress, we'll start to see the actual utility value increase and start to expand here. Now you're gonna say, Elio Trades, what is the actual utility value of Tron? Now that is a phenomenal question, and that is the question I want to spend the majority of the time of this episode talking about, which is what is the actual utility value of Tron? So in order to really understand what Tron's trying to do, you need to think of it a little bit like the social media Ethereum of China. And I know that I hate saying the Ethereum of blank or the blank of blank, but it's just an easy way to understand it. This is a platform play. They want other companies building on Tron. It's not about Tron tokens. The first and most exciting way that this is going to happen is through Uplive and Gifto. Now, if you've seen our coverage of Gifto, we did a whole episode a few days ago on Gifto and why it is so amazing and why we believe it's going to be very successful at porting over what is an already vibrant digital economy in Uplive and porting that digital gifting economy over to its tokenized economy. That is huge. 25 million virtual gifts a month. Those are all transactions. So they're saying that they have 20 million users. That's 20 million wallets. Gifto also works on top of already existing social media platforms like Uplive, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So they don't need to recreate this social media world in order to have an active currency. You can send Gifto tokens on top of all your favorite social media platforms. Them running every transaction through the Tron blockchain is going to start meaning massive, massive things for Tron. The next partnership we're going to talk about of big significance is oBike. oBike is one of Asia's biggest bike-sharing startups, recently raising a $45 million Series B round, which is one of the largest ever in Southeast Asian history. oBike recently released plans to run their oBike coin off of Tron TRX, and the technology behind that is actually being developed by somebody called the Odyssey Protocol. And if you look at the Odyssey Protocol, you can see our guy, Justin Sun, right there as a chief advisor, and same with Mr. Yi Shi, who is the head of oBike. So we see that Justin Sun is making partnerships with someone who's also going to run a very specific technical protocol development specifically for oBike, which is going to run on top of Tron TRX. You can see how the pieces are fitting together here and how Tron is going to be this amazing piece of infrastructure, but a piece of infrastructure is useless unless it's put to great use. And Justin Sun is exactly thinking out how this ecosystem, this whole ecosystem is going to come together, because he's not just building the highway, he's building a special lane for bike sharing apps, and then he's got the bike sharing economy that's already partnered and ready to go on Tron TRX. So the pieces are being lined up. It's not just one piece of the puzzle here, it's all the pieces of the puzzle to form a pretty picture. So as we see here, this is a list of all Tron's partnerships. They have Gifto, oBike, they have Baofeng, which is like a Netflix-esque competitor, Game.com, which they're focused on creating a digital sharing economy for all in-game assets and game currencies, which is awesome and kind of unique, kind of similar to Wax, but also unique in some ways. They have Uplive, which is probably their most valuable partnership to date, as they have so many transactions. And Uplive alone, if Uplive alone implements with Tron in the next few months, their transactions per second, their transactions per month might exceed almost any other digital currency, given how many times they're pushing transactions across the blockchain. Finally, there's Paywo and Matchpool. Matchpool doesn't really seem like it's up and running yet, and Game.com does have a few things, but they just have a few dApps. They have more of an idea than a reality as well. The real big players here are oBike, Gifto, Baofeng's pretty cool, and Uplive. Now, these programs running all of their cryptos on top of Tron will create so many transactions, so much volume, so much adoption. And a lot of people might be asking, how does this fit in with China's ban on crypto trading and ICOs? Well, by the reading of this, I don't see any of these as quote-unquote crypto trading. Just because I'm sending a Gifto to a social media influencer doesn't mean I've bought and traded crypto, right? I'm just buying an in-app asset and sending it to a content creator, and they're just exchanging it for cash. It's not really crypto trading, and it's certainly not an ICO. oBike is just oBike bike sharing credits. So yeah, these will be done on the blockchain, but is this crypto trading? Not really. This is just me buying bike sharing credits. Again, we see the same thing with this Netflix thing. This is just me using my Netflix credits or my Game.com credits or my Uplive credits or my matching credits. It's not really crypto trading is what I mean to say. I think it might even slip beneath the radar of Chinese regulations, but it's also a much more realistic way to adopt cryptocurrencies into the mainstream. So this is pretty awesome. And as this starts happening, you can start seeing tens of millions of transactions coming in to the Tron TRX network each and every month, having nothing to do with trading the coins, but having everything to do with utilizing the actual base technology and infrastructure that is Tron TRX. There are a lot of people holding Tron TRX. Some might be up a few bucks, some might be down a few bucks. But all of that doesn't really matter when you take a look at the crypto J curve, which allows for us to have these big pullbacks. And if you're able to wait it out, you're able to see that there is a light here at the end of the tunnel. When you look at the Tron TRX chart, it looks exactly like that. Boom, huge spike, huge hype, big cool off, no tech ready yet, and we'll very soon see that change. We're gonna see Tron release tech. We're going to see their partnerships become realities. We're going to see transactions that are already happening in the tens of millions be ported over to their ecosystem. And this idea of what the world could be will start looking a lot like the way the world is. It's very exciting to see how Justin is now making use cases in all these different extremely applicable situations. For this investor, that is super exciting. In the interest of full disclosure, if you've watched any of my Tron videos, you'll know that I am an investor in Tron. I bought Tron first at 2 cents and then 3 cents, and then I bought again at 10 cents. I bought again at 7 cents. I bought again at 20 cents. I've bought Tron at every different value. I'm maybe slightly down on my Tron, but I'm a very long-term believer and holder in Tron. So shill alert, call me a shill, whatever you want. The reality is that I've laid out here why I believe in this project, and I truly support everything I said here in this video because I know that these economies are already real, and that all they have to do now is shift over to the new age of peer-to-peer token exchange. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to smash that like button. It really helps us and YouTube know you enjoyed this content, and it'll show it to more people. We'd also like to know what you think about Tron TRX. Please let us know in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Is there any information that you disagreed with here, or do you have any other information to add to this conversation? We really want to know what you, the community, think about Tron TRX and our review of this coin. Once again, please remember, we're not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice. Everything you've heard here is just our opinion, our synthesis of what's going on with Tron based on publicly available data. I'm your host, Elio Trades, and this has been FUD TV. We thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next episode.